My topic is on the comparative studies of life cycle assessment between in situ anaerobic digestion with landfill treatment. My supervisor is Dr. Zulkhairi bin Muhammad Yusof. My metric number GS58932. The main issues that are related to my topic is first, the formation of greenhouse gases at landfill area, which contribute to the global warming. And the main component of greenhouse gases that are going to be studied in this project is methane gas, since it can be utilized as cooking gas. And then second problem statement is the use of available land for landfill, and the landfill area which have which the lifespan keep on decreasing due to the increment of waste amount. And then third is the segregation of organic waste consisting of food waste, kitchen waste, and food leftover at source that have not been implemented efficiently yet. So it quite technical issues because to segregate the organic waste, it involve educational method that may enhance the understanding of consumer. And last, the transportation, processing, and formation of landfill contribute to the increase of carbon footprint in waste management, which means that all of the elements that are related to the waste processing are contributing the release of carbon to the atmosphere. So, as for my introduction on this project, landfill treatment is a conventional method that has been done for many years. So, in order to overcome the situation of landfill treatment, by realizing that in Negeri Sembilan, specifically, the lifespan of the landfill area are less than 5 years, and expected that if the trend of waste production keep increasing, the lifespan could only last for 3 years. And then the optional method that are available right now is anaerobic digestion. However, there are several anaerobic digester that are available in the industry, but it has not been utilized very fully utilized. Okay. And then the production of biogas is not being successfully done. So for this project, we are considering on running an in situ anaerobic digestion, which means the segregation will be done on source and directly treated and process the food waste through anaerobic digestion. Okay. Therefore, this project will focus on the life cycle assessment of in situ anaerobic digestion, which include the carbon footprint for each stages of treatment. And we are going to compare the life cycle assessment of this in situ anaerobic digestion with landfill treatment. The objective of this project are first to determine the food waste produced by quantifying and characterizing the food waste produced by the resident in Polytechnic Nilai. Second is to calculate the carbon factor throughout the anaerobic digestion and landfill treatment. And then third, to outline the life cycle assessment of both in situ anaerobic digestion and landfill treatment. As for the second objective, the carbon factor included everything that occur throughout the process, which means start from the production of waste, the treatment, the pre-treatment, treatment, and then the purification of the byproduct, and then also if the product need to be enhanced treatment, it will be calculated inside the life cycle assessment. Life cycle assessment is an established method in European country. This method very widely implemented to compare the system that are being applied in the country itself, such as the waste management, and also other processing that are giving impact to the environment, to the atmosphere, to the community. Okay. However, in Malaysia, the LCA mainly focus on the treatment of POM because the availability of the technologies that can treat the POM, and second is um, oil palm plantation is very wide in Malaysia, which are quite easy to obtain the data. As compared to European country, the availability of uh, the technology to treat the food waste are very easy to obtain due to their advance in the technology itself. As for food waste, we should already know that the food waste being reported by SWM Environment, that the amount of food waste generated daily at almost 3.3 ton per day. And if this amount is stacked up, it can go up high as KLCC Tower. And specific in Negeri Sembilan alone, the production of waste itself has shortened the lifespan of the landfill area. Okay. Third is for anaerobic digestion process. The technology, this method are actually being used for many years ago. So basically, the anaerobic digestion process included 4 stages. Start from hydrolysis, acidogenesis, acetogenesis, and last is methanogenesis. And each stages have their own parameter that need to be maintained so that the production of biogas that compose mainly biomethane gas can be produced efficiently. And this method also have been proven that it can enhance the waste management system operated by the contractor. And then second, it give a good impact toward the environment due to the direct treatment, and also the byproduct are not being left without any use to the atmosphere. Okay. So the site of my project will be first at Polytechnic Nilai, and second is the source will be obtained from food court around UPM. The hypothesis for my project first is in situ treatment of food waste will make up a lower carbon release to the atmosphere compared to landfill treatment based on LCI results. And my null hypothesis is that in situ treatment of food waste will have the same amount of carbon release to the atmosphere compared to landfill treatment based on LCA result. So these are the methods that are going to be conducted throughout the project. First is assessment of food waste production behavior from the resident of Polytechnic Nilai. And second is food waste segregation, collection, characterization, and pre-treatment. After pre-treatment, we will proceed to the biogas production inside the anaerobic digester, and we are going to calculate the amount of biogas being produced. And then fourth is the analysis of landfill treatment and formation, the conventional. Next, total carbon factor calculation, and last is the life cycle assessment. After we have obtained all the data from the previous previous method, all of the data will be compacted inside the software that are going to be used for life cycle assessment. Okay, and then so these are the detail of the project. First is the survey on the production of waste of each Polytechnic Nilai resident. After we have made the survey, we can have the prediction on the amount of waste being produced daily. Second is to obtain the actual amount of food waste from selected families that have high consistency of waste production. And then next, the waste are to be segregated on source. Each family's participated will be given a token of appreciation to thank them for their cooperation. And last, data collection and on the characterization of food waste based on physicochemical properties such as pH, total nitrogen, total solid, and volatile solid. As for anaerobic digestion, we are going to use The anaerobic digester fabricated by team from Faculty of Engineering. The hydraulic retention time for the anaerobic digester is expected can extend up to 15 days. It is based on the capacity and size of the digester. The organic loading rate for the digester can reach up to 5 kg per day. Mechanical pretreatment are to be done to reduce the size and increase the surface area of digestion. Heat pretreatment are still in consideration. It is because the availability of the instrument at commercial scale, because 5 kilogram is quite big amount to process, to pre-treat the food waste. And then maintenance will be done to check daily to check for pH, ammonia level, and acetoclastic methanogen. So ammonia level is very important to check because it can stunt the process for biogas production. And next, biogas will be collected inside a double membrane balloon, and the volume are to be recorded for daily for 30 days. We are going to use the biogas analyzer, which can detect the amount of each element of biogas directly. And last, digested produce will be used as fertilizer in landscaping. Okay. Next, the assessment on landfill treatment and formation. The site for the project is Senayan Landfill, located in Senayan, Negeri Sembilan. And the data that are going to be collected are first, type of truck. Second is waste collection SOP, landfill treatment SOP, distance travel for waste collection, and the byproduct being produced after the treatment. And the data analysis will be done on the total carbon factor calculation, production of carbon at each level of process, and then the biomethane potential. It is a theoretical calculation which based on the amount of biogas that can be produced from the collected food waste. And then third is the amount of energy being used during the whole process, such as electrical, fossil fuel, and the release of carbon during each stages of processing. And the last method will be the life cycle assessment. We are going to use the CIMA Pro software, which are the most used LCA software by LCA practitioners. It has a big database link. It has linked to big database that can be used to measure the sustainability of a process, and the parameters that are going to be analyzed are the data of carbon factor, which provide a comprehensive data presentation is of efficiency of in situ anaerobic digestion. And we are going to study the environmental impact in terms of gas release to the atmosphere. And then second is the land area usage, and then the after effects such as eutrophication or formation of leachate that can contaminating soil. Okay, these are the parameters that are involved in this experiment. Treatment of process between in situ and landfill, characters of food waste, carbon factor, carbon release. These are the diagram for the process start from human activities which happen linear, and these are the cycle process which can be considered as a sustainable process. Okay, and then the expected result that are going to be obtained from the project are the amount of food waste generated daily, amount of biogas produced, carbon factor of anaerobic digestion treatment process, carbon factor of landfill treatment process, environmental assessment, which focus on the land area usage, and gas release to the atmosphere. So potential output is improving waste management system. Biogas also can be used as cooking gas and providing comprehensive understanding of in situ food waste treatment. And the limitation for this project are availability of sufficient amount of food waste and different kind of food waste obtained, which may affect the biogas production. Related authorities that tackle on this issue are CIRIM, LCCF, GNH, SCOPE, MICRES, SDG by United Nations. These are the project timeline, which are expected to be end by end of 2021. Okay, these are the references for this project. That's all from me. Thank you.